All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today is the inventory. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I have a playlist of every time that I've done my inventory through the years. Through the years, I've changed the way I've done my inventory in terms of how I counted things. I used to count just palettes. Now I count like individual pans. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've been working on this for a while. The first time that I like counted my numbers the way I'm counting them now, which was in 2020 of October. And yeah, back then we had 617 products. We had just so much happening. I always like to keep that number. All the other numbers I usually like dip out other than the year before. But yeah, so we had a lot of products that we were working on. We still have a lot of products that we're working on. I mean, looking at 617, we're not that far off from like that many products. But we didn't bring anything new. Everything has gone down, which is very, very exciting. Yeah, I guess we'll just get going into it. This is also, I only do the numbers in this video. I will do collection video another time, but I like just the numbers, and I will try to put something on the screen because I feel like sometimes if I just like speak numbers out, it's like, what? Like I have to like also visually see them. So yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm very excited about this. All right, so for nail polish, we had in October of last year, 2022, we had 45 nail polishes. This year we have 39, which means we used up 6. Yay, we got that first number out of the way. That's really great. I don't know how many nail polishes I would have for me to be like just satisfied. We're just gonna keep working away. Hopefully next year, I think the next year goal is just again kind of, I mean, honestly, if I could do 6 again, but right now I think that the next year goal is just gonna be getting rid of 4. We'll see, because I know I have like these next few coming up, I have like a lot of like fuller nail polishes that are like very full size. Not that I think that last year I had anything different, but I think maybe I had some usage on some of those nail polishes. But we'll see. We'll see how quickly I can use those up. But yeah, I really, maybe like 8 polishes would be where I'd be satisfied with it. Because right now, I mean, even, I don't know, maybe even only 6 or 7. Because right now I rotate my polishes 5 at a time, and even that seems like a lot. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Next is going to be face primer. This one I didn't have any issue with. Last year I had 2, this year had 1. So got rid of 1 basically. However, if I fluctuate between 1 and 2, it's fine. It's just right now I have just the 1 left. I usually am fine with having 2 because it's like if 1 is close to being gone, I have another one like ready to go. So yeah, between 1 and 2 is fine. We are technically -1, but even if I had 2, I'd be fine with it. Foundation, last year we had 3, this year we have 3, so there's like 0 change in there. And the products I think are different. I think I have a different one, but there's 2 that aren't different. So yeah, hopefully we can get through those this year. My concealers, last year I had 1, this year I have 2. So we went up 1, but again, it's in that like kind of safe category where it's just I have 1 and 1 on backup, ready to go for whenever I use up the 1. So again, not worried about that one. My powder, I had 2 last year, this year I have 2, so no change there. Brows, I had 5 products, this year I have 4 products, which is great. And what it is I have 3, I have a little like brow powder palette where it's 3 shades that I'm working on, 2 of those shades. And then I have a brow gel basically. And then that's it. That's all I'm using. So hopefully, I don't know. I don't think either of them, I want to keep that brow gel as well. Like keep a brow gel in my collection. I think that that's like important, but like for the steps of my brows, but hopefully, well, we're not going to finish those brow powders like anytime soon. I think that's going to be maybe 2 more years, if not more, for those brow powders, for at least the 2 that I'm working on. And then we still have the 1. So this category is not going to change much. But as long as we keep it at that 4, we'll be fine for the next few years. Blush. So last year I had 25. This year I have 24. So we went down 1, which is great. Would love it if it was more. Bronzer. Last year I had 9. This year I have 8. So we went down 1, which is great. Highlighter. Last year we had 14. This year I have 12. So that's great. I know I have cream/liquid highlighters, and then I have my powder highlighters. I do use both of those. They're kept in the same category, and I know I only have a handful of like liquid/cream highlighters left. So, you know, once those ones are gone, I think the movement on using highlighters up will be a little bit slower in terms of like, I probably will only be able to use up like 1 highlighter a year because, you know, like, I don't know, there won't be it's not going to be a 2-step process anymore. It'll just be the 1-step process. Eye primer, I had 1, I still have 1, so no change there. Mascara, I had 3, and this year I have 1. So I went down to, again, mascara between 1 and 3, 1 to 2. I'm fine with having. Eyeliner, I had 2, and now I have 1, and that's actually a category I want to get rid of. So hopefully next year it'll be down to 1, or it'll be down to 0, because I just, like, the way I use my eyeliner, I just basically use it as like where my shadows would go. And I don't like do cat eyeliner or anything like that, so I really can do what I do with that eyeliner with eyeshadow. So that's what I really want to, you know, that's the goal, is to get it down to 0. And then maybe once I have like my eyeshadows under control, which will be years and years down the line, then we can, you know, start delving into eyeliners a little bit more and start playing with it. But in the meantime, I just have too many eyeshadows to also have an eyeliner. Speaking of eyeshadows. Okay, so last year I had 418. Yes, my big old problem category. This year I have 375. I did not use up 43 eyeshadows. I think I used up maybe like a handful, maybe like 5-ish, maybe. But majority of it I did declutter like 4 palettes. So yeah, there's that. But still, we went down. I usually, like, I'm not very good at decluttering, but I think that I just saw some in my collection where I was like, I just don't have, like, I love all my eyeshadows in my collection. Even the ones I got rid of, I was like, I love these. These look great. They're right up my alley. However, I just wasn't, like, passionate about it, or, like, they didn't have, like, a certain meaning, like a sentimental meaning, or, like, you know, whatever. Like, there wasn't, like, a certain, like, emotional pull with them. So I did, like, go ahead and pass them on to friends, which is great. So, you know, they have a new life. I think that they'll be used up so by them. So yeah, I was happy with that. I was like, okay, cool. But it does take me a minute sometimes. I'm like, I really to like be able to let go of it, because I do want to like finish eyeshadows, but I just like finish them so slowly. And at some point I was like, you know, why? I don't need to keep them. Pass them on. So that's what I did. Okay, next is lip liner. I had 9 last year. I have a 9 this year. However, I did just finish it, 1 in my project pan. So I don't know if like I miscounted last year or what. I really didn't bring in a new lip liner. So I don't know where that's coming from. I probably miscounted last year. Also, I'm sure I've miscounted my eyeshadows. I know the year before we had an issue with that where it was like so wonky, but yeah, there's definitely prone to miscounting. So, you know, take a few of these numbers, specifically the higher ones, with a grain of salt, because you never know. Okay, lip gloss. Last year I had 7. This year I had 7. I do think I like used up a lip gloss. However, before the back to MAC thing went away, I did take some empties and bring in a back to MAC lip gloss, so, which was cool because that was actually my very first MAC lip gloss, and I really, really liked it, so it was cool. And then for lipsticks, I had 31, and I now have 29, which means I used up 2 lipsticks, which is very cool, very exciting. And then setting spray, the last number is, I had 2 setting sprays and now I have 1, so I went down 1. Again, setting sprays, if I have that 1 to 2, if that one fluctuates, it's fine. It just means I have a backup for when the next one bounces. And then again, looking at our total from products from last year, we had 579. This year we have 519, which means our total result is we got rid of 60 products, which is really cool. That's a big number. In terms of from 2020, when I first started counting it in this way, we had 617, now we have 519, which we're just under the 100 mark of products. So yeah, pretty cool. So in terms of, I do like to have these numbers, so this is actually really funny and interesting. I count my pans in my eyeshadows. Last year, I had 19 eyeshadows with pans in them. This year, I have 19 shadows with pans in it. However, the percentage last year was 4.55%. This year, because we have like an overall decrease in our number of eyeshadows, it is up to 5.06. So about 5%, basically. 5% of the shadows have pan in it, which is pretty cool. And then in terms of pans for the whole collection, I have 24, and then this year I still have 24. Again, I think it's very interesting that I have the same amount of pans, but our products have decreased. So that's really cool. I don't know. It just means that obviously while I'm hitting pan, I'm also using products up, which is, again, like I said, very cool. So those are the numbers. I feel like I went through it way quicker than I've gone through these in the past, but it's very exciting stuff. I'm very happy with these numbers because, again, my work that I've been putting into, project panning, not that it's necessarily work, but like this commitment that I've made, it's like coming to fruition, even if it means it's taken 3 years to use up / declutter 98 products. So it's taken a long time, but we're getting there. And so it's just nice. It's nice to see it. And it's nice to have like just a small amount of like a little bit less clutter in my life. And that's what I want. And like, I'm using up my products and most of them are not, going bad. I'm really just trying to like go through it. I'm not like, I'm not purchasing so much that so much is going to the landfill. I mean, I did at one time, but now we're really trying to rework that and like go through it. I didn't really put this disclaimer at the top of the video. I completely forgot. I do want to say, I know that some people's numbers are going to be much more and much less than mine. I'm not judging anyone for anything. This is just what works for me and my collection and like how I use my makeup and like what I want out of my makeup and I don't want to say like my lifestyle, but like I've really taken a step back. I was like really into like the beauty community for a hot minute there. It was like, I loved it so much. And now I've like I said, I've just taken a nice step back. It's like definitely entertainment now and like just like a fun time, but I'm not so, my mindset has definitely changed a little bit where I'm just like, I don't have to have everything and I don't necessarily want everything, mainly because I just have like so much in front of me that I barely touch. So yeah, just a disclaimer out there. If you have numbers that are way higher, that's fine. If that works for you, then and you're happy about it, good for you. If you have numbers that are way lower than me and you're happy with that, like congratulations, that's amazing for you as well. But yeah, because we're all on different steps of the journey. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you want to. I do every now and then get some people down below that tell me their numbers, and I love that because I just love being like, yes, we got this. Especially I think the biggest thing is like, not necessarily, which is why I do say like, oh, last year I had this and this year I have this, like really that comparison. Again, even if it's like I would have 25 blushes and I only went down 1 blush like in the year. I mean, that's not super like amazing in terms of like really decreasing those products, but it's still progress and I love progress. Like it's still like something. And again, like even if you go up and down, I mean, my lip glosses, they stayed the same because I did use up one, but then I had one get brought in through basically like a rewards type rewards type program. So like, and that's still, I still think that that's okay. Like, I'm like, it's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm really just trying not to be very rigid on myself and on the project, because I'm just like using my makeup and I just want to have a good time and I'm just doing it. So anyways, yeah, let me know your numbers if you're brave enough and want to share. And I hope you all are enjoying, and I hope that you all like, I don't know, it brings you hope and like inspiration, I don't know. Or if nothing else, maybe you're like doing way better than I am, like with your numbers. You're like, well, at least I'm not there. That's fine too. Like, use me for that. It's all good. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope your projects are going well. And yeah, anyways, have a good day. Bye.